south, you will see your Lakeside Junior High Golden Eagles.
Another football season begins with the team running towards potential championships. For the past 40 years, Joe Roberts Stadium has been a rite of passage for athletes in Springdale and a breeding ground for memories that will last a lifetime. Joe Roberts Stadium is not only for football, it also provides several services for our community.
Joe Roberts Stadium is being used for within our community for school and community needs. Currently we have a junior high football game every Thursday night this year. It's an opportunity for kids to be active and promote health and wellness. With youth football being on Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, we'll have hundreds of kids out there playing football. So instead of sitting at home playing with their Xbox, they're out being active, they're being healthy, they're developing friendships or sportsmanship characteristics with other friends, and so it's a good positive influence on our community.
Joe Roberts Stadium was named after a longtime employee in the Springdale Public Schools, Joe Roberts. Charlie Smith fondly remembers him as Jar.
Well, Mr. Roberts was the principal when I was in junior high school. He ruled with a pretty iron hand. That's where I first got to know Mr. Roberts, and his name was Joe Allen Roberts, and you always like to have a nickname for your administrator, so we called him Jar because he was short and stocky. He looked kind of like a jar.
Joe Roberts played football for Springdale High School from 1941 to 1943. He began coaching in 1948 and coached football, basketball, and track until 1958. For nearly the next decade, Mr. Roberts would be a junior high principal and work for Fayetteville Public Schools on the administration level until he returned to the Springdale Public Schools as deputy superintendent in 1969. He served in the capacity until 1983. Charles Smith says his father and Mr. Roberts were close friends.
My dad was fortunate to be the superintendent, and I think they both retired in 1983, so they had a real good time together, and they were very good friends, he and his wife Adela. And my dad's wife, Etta, they had a big time together and really enjoyed life. So he's just an all-around fine man.
In 1983, the Springdale Track and Field Complex was named after Joe Roberts, honoring his commitment to the student athletics and student excellence. Although Mr. Roberts passed away in 2010, his memory lives on in the continuing opportunities for youth in our community, and Athletic Director Wayne Stellick continues to invest in the future of the stadium.
We've added some new bleachers on the north end and south end of the track on both sides of the press box. So we now have more ability for people to come watch, see, participate. That's a great thing for our track meets in the spring. When we'll have 8 to 10 or 12 track teams here, we now have more places for those kids and teams to sit and prepare for a track meet.
For Springdale District Television, I'm Michael Driskell.